next time on Runnin' and Gunnin' with Ron Miles.
Whoa, Ron, it's about that time, partner. Let's go. Vacation's over, Ron. We gotta run. How do you get the hip-hop gig? It's the question on a lot of people's minds. How do you get the live hip-hop gig? How do you get the Jay-Z gig? How do you get the how do you get the Ice Cube gig? It's elusive. Some of the cats get the gigs. This is what I've heard. This is the word on the street. I've always got my ear to the street. That's one of the things that I would recommend anybody does in this business. Have your ear to the street. What's everybody talking about out there? You know what I mean? How does somebody go oh, I want to play drums. I want to play drums in Kanye's band. Does Kanye have a drummer?
I don't think so.
I'm sure he's treated pretty well. But I mean, how does whoever is the drummer for, I don't know, man. I mean, does A$AP Rocky have a drummer? I don't know.
I think so.
I think some of these guys have some drummers out there, and the drummers are always really strong. I'm going to reenact trying out. Let's say I'm going to try out for something big, because a lot of times the bigger hip hop groups have a full touring ensemble, with them. Who?
Jay-Z.
Oh, Jay-Z. Let's go for it, man. Let's go for Jay-Z, and then we'll try out for Jay-Z. Is Eminem still doing anything?
I'm sure.
I never understood Eminem. I think a lot of people that go to a lot of malls hear Eminem more than I do. Anyway, rolling in. We're going for the gig with Jay-Z. He's got 120 of the baddest grooving motherfuckers out in the hallway going, can't wait to get in there and play some seriously funky shit for Jay-Z. Well, number one, I'll tell you right now, Jay-Z's not going to be there. Okay? His music director is going to be there. In fact, Jay-Z is going to be on 4 phones at the same time. Breaking new ground at his sports restaurant complexes where he's making. Jay-Z makes more money, as everybody knows, and he'll let you know, everybody knows, in 1 minute on the planet Earth than John Coltrane made his entire life. And I think that's just what's so cool about capitalism. Anyway, the point is you get a pile of bread. What do? You either act like a fucking idiot and buy a bunch of fucking motorcycles, or you fucking go out and you fucking diversify your portfolio. I have diversified my portfolio. I'll tell you that right now. I've got $342 in an Oppenheimer account. Anyway, the point is you diversify. So Jay-Z's out there. No, man, I want there to be the screen. I want the biggest TV that's on the planet Earth in my sports bar. How big can you make it? We can make you, Jay-Z will make you a television that is 4,600 inch screen. Double it. Hangs up. Picks up the other phone. My cigars arrive? Well, then tell Cuba to fuck off. Hangs up that phone. He's not going to be listening to the stupid drum auditions. He's going to have the assistant to the assistant to the assistant music director in there. So, that's tough, man, because who are you playing for? Who's in there? You probably have some really killing keyboard player or someone that has an ear where you got to go in there, you got to see who it is you're playing for. You got to size up the room. And also the key, and this is the key to dealing with these mega fucking maniacal hip hop stars. Be yourself. Don't roll in there trying to be like something you're not. If you're some bag from White Bear Lake, Minnesota, and you're trying out for the Jay-Z gig, don't roll in there like you've had some other life experience. Go in with that. You got way more fucking respect from anybody if you are who you are. And if you are some dude who's dedicated his life to the art of hip hop, which is one of the most legitimate, if not the most legitimate when it's real, and where, you know, when it's less, let's call it like it is, like maybe less misogynistic or less whatever, when it's real. I mean, I was a Public Enemy guy. I still think that Fear of a Black Planet is one of the great records ever made. But, like, it is a legitimate American art form, okay? So there you go. You don't f*** with a legitimate American art form by coming in being a f***ing douchebag. Be yourself. But you got to take it one step further. You got to be yourself, but then you got to add that crucial element of mystery. Okay, we've talked about it 100 million times. You're probably getting sick of this theme with Rational Funk, like, oh, okay, now you're going to do something weird, and then it's going to separate you from the pack. It's not that easy. There's a lot of nuances we've been dealing with on this show. And here's one of them. I'm going to roll in. I'm trying to get the Jay-Z gig. I got walls of killing drummers ahead of me, and I'm standing like this. Well, I actually know a little bit about hip-hop. I played some hip-hop. I played with some dudes and some real shit. So I'm like, okay, I've got some real-life experience, but I'm not, you know, I'm not from the fucking Bronx in the early 80s, okay? I wasn't bombing trains in 1979, you know what I mean? I'm a fucking guy that wears a stupid hat from Minnesota, okay? I mean, I can't change who I am, but I have some ears, right? And I have respect, and I am myself, and I can play the drums sometimes. I mean, you know, I Dave, you sound great. You're bringing your real life experience from White Bear Lake camping trips with your dad to this. Thank you. Thank you. You're bringing that Cub Scout shit. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. You're bringing all that fucking Noble School shit. Noble Elementary. Hey. That's my people. You're bringing all that. Okay, enough. I get you. No, man, I'm letting you know you're good. I know I'm good. Where are you from? Fucking Northern California? At that point, when you say something like that, after you've been, someone's complimenting you, never, here's my advice, never take a compliment at a hip-hop tryout. Something else is going on. If somebody is complimenting you, they're testing you on some level. Everything is a fucking test when you're trying out for a hip-hop group. It's a test because they're weeding out the douchebags. They want the shit to be real. Like I said, go and be yourself. Anytime you start getting complimented, do not accept the compliment. Watch again. Whoa, Dave, that was a sick break. No, it wasn't. Yeah, man, it was cool. It sucked. So do you.